Good morning, connectors, slash good afternoon. I am trying so hard to get on to this live, but my computer is just like not letting it load. I don't know what's going on. It won't load. So here we are on my phone and I have to hold it. What the heck? I want to be able to take notes and interact with y'all. Anyways, here we are on the phone because technology. Anyways, I'm really excited. Actually, I'm going to see if I can set my phone down on my laptop since my laptop's not going to work. Okay, now I feel like I'm talking down to you, but that's all right. So I am delighted to talk about this topic because it is one that, especially if you are a beginner to lead magnets and sales funnels and list building and all that, it can be so overwhelming. And I mean, I can't see you, but raise your hand if you have ever created a lead magnet and spent so much time and energy and effort making this beautiful thing, and then nobody signs up for it. Nobody opens it, right? And you end up going and trying again and then creating another lead magnet and spending months on this beautiful thing, and still nobody's opening it. And so I wanted to come on and talk about potentially why that's happening, and also how to really make sure to set yourself up for a successful lead magnet that people actually want and are going to open and engage with you with. So let's talk about the 6 things, the 6 steps to making a perfect lead magnet, creating a perfect lead magnet that's going to really speak to your audience. So the very first step that I want you to think about is, who do you want on your email list? I know, really basic question, but whenever we're talking about doing things strategically, it always is those who, what, where, why, hows, right? So the first question is, who do you want on your email list? Write that down. Get very clear on that, either your market or the person who would join your list. And sometimes you might find that the people you want to build on your list are actually different than your current market. I've had that experience when I've worked with people before, where they're building a list for a future product they're going to launch, and so they are targeting it to slightly different people than folks they're currently working with, right? Because it's a different type of service or product. So just really having a thought on, who is it that you want to bring on your list. The next thing you want to think about is, why do they want to be on your list? What's in it for them? And this is where a lot of us really miss the mark, because we think about how we want to build our list, but we don't think about why somebody would want to actually open our emails. What would make them join our list? And this is a really important question if you're a product-based business, because a lot of times the default is, sign up for my list and I'm going to give you 10% off. And sure, that absolutely works. But what you're going to find is you're going to get all the people joining your list just to get that 10% off, and then immediately leave your list, or worse, not even open your emails ever again, in which case it hurts your deliverability rate, and we don't want that. So really thinking about what is the common desire or common problem or common cause that folks would want to jump on your list for. What is it that excites them and unites them? And then why is it that they will continue to open your email after email after email from then on forward? Then the next question I want you to ask is, why do you want them on your list? Why do you want them on your list? And I know that you're going to say, so I can help them, so I can change the world, so I can make an impact. But listen, if you're not yet able to say, because I want them to buy from me, if you can't say that without a giggle or an awkwardness or turning flesh, this is pointing to something really important that you need to work on within yourself. And that is your relationship with selling, your relationship with asking people to purchase from you when you have something brilliant to sell them. So question number 3, you need to ask yourself, why do I want them on my list? And it needs to be so that they buy my brilliance. And if you can't get through that without giggling or getting a little hot under the collar, it's an opportunity to do some work there. All right, the next thing, once you got the who and the 2 whys, that's 3, the next thing is thinking about the wow factor, the transformation that this lead magnet is gonna bring this person through. And so again, this is where we have a tendency to get really overcomplicated overcomplicated or lost, or this is where I also see people start to create lead magnets that have no connection to what they do. For example, I was just in a group and I saw someone say they're a business coach and they're making a lead magnet on how entrepreneurs can keep track of their books, their accounting. And I thought, well, that doesn't make sense, because unless you're an accountant, sorry, if anybody here's on TikTok, I can't say the word accountant now with a straight face. Anyways, so if you're not an accountant, why would you be teaching people how to do their books? You know what I mean? If you're a business coach, is that the first aha? Is that the first aha that your people have when they work with you? Is, oh, I'm so glad I work with you. Now I know how to keep my books? No, right? It's probably more like, I'm trying to think of why they would do that. It could be more like, time management or time blocking, or stepping into a bigger sense of business ownership, right? So for you, I want you to think about that. How you deliver that wow factor is based on that first aha that people have. What is the first mind-blowing moment? For me, a lot of times the first mind-blowing moment entrepreneurs have is when they realize that the reason they're working so hard and not making money is because they're wasting a lot of time doing busy work, and they don't actually know the things they have to do to get clients, to make money. And so that's usually the first aha, is when I have them kind of take me through how they get clients and they don't have an answer because they don't realize they don't know how to get clients, right? That's one of those first ahas. So it's like, how can I emulate that in this small experience? So for you, I really want you to think about that. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. I gotta calm down. I'm all out of sorts from my computer not working. And I hate that I can't see you. Okay. You take a breath with me. Okay. So I want you to think about that wow factor, that aha. What is the first mind-blowing moment people have when they engage with you? Whatever that is, write that down, because that's what you want to emulate in your lead magnet. All right, number 5 is, the quick win. The quick win. So once you figure out what that aha is, you want to think about how you can deliver that in 15 minutes or less. 15 minutes or less. I see a lot of folks want to do things like create courses or have these big ebooks, or they really get really complicated with their lead magnets. And the reality is people are going to scan it. People are going to take a quick look at it, right? We want a quick win for people. We want them consuming it and within 10 to 15 minutes, literally having this aha and having a change, having something impact them. All right. So when you think about that, what is a way you can deliver that? Is it a checklist? Is it a quick video? Is it, I guess it could be an ebook, but it's got to be a really, really short one. So this is where entrepreneurs will often go, what kind of lead magnet should I make? Right? Should I make an ebook? Should I make a checklist? But they forget to ask these questions first, right? Who is it for? Why do they want to be on my list? Why do I want them on my list, right? What is that aha? What is that quick win? When you answer those 5 questions, now you can go to step 6, which is, what kind of lead magnet should I create? Okay, so I'm going to look at the comments. I see Joan. Hey, Joan. I want to see if I'm missing anything else. Okay, I haven't done a Facebook Live on my phone in probably 2 years, 3 years, forever. What is this? What is this barbaric, archaic mode of doing a Facebook Live on a phone? All right. So if you know your 5, I would love for you to throw it in the chat and I can kind of respond to you. So again, just to recap, number 1, who is on your list? Number 2, why they want to be on your list. Number 3, why do you want them on your list? Number 4, what is that very first aha people have when they engage with you? And number 5, how can you replicate that in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or less? Once you have the answers, boom, there's your lead magnet. Now, you may have saw I sent a newsletter out yesterday, and I also put a blog out last week, and it was called Why 80% of Your Subscribers Will Never Open Your open your lead magnet, but still absolutely buy from you. And that's really what I want to talk about today, because here's the thing. Oh gosh, your lead magnet doesn't really matter as much as you think that it does, and as much as we've been led to believe that it does, because literally like 80% of people are never going to open it. And even those that do, come on, they're going to scan. We know they're going to just scan it or save it for later, and we know what happens with save it for later. Later never comes. Do you know how many awesome lead magnets I've signed up for, so quickly scanned, and literally have never gone back to? Or how many cool emails I have saved that I want to read later that never happens? And it's not because they're not interesting or they're not good. It's just that we move on. And so with your lead magnet, it's not that it's not good and brilliant. It's just that people scan to get the gist of who you are and what you're about, and they make a snap decision on whether or not they want to continue to engage with you, follow you on other socials, get to know you. So more important than your lead magnet is really these three elements. Number one, like your opt-in page or whatever it says on the home page relating to your lead magnet. Whatever your copy is. So when I say copy, I mean your copywriting, right? The words that you use that speak for you when you're not in the room. All right. So your opt-in page, the images, the copy you say, the fact that people can enter their email and click submit without having to scroll or read a bunch of stuff, they can instantly get it, right? We want to make sure that that copy is relatable. It's really clear on who it's for, on the problem it solves, or the desire that it's going to deliver, right? We want to have really compelling, relatable, and engaging copy. Then the next thing is that welcome email sequence. What are you saying? How are you welcoming them into your world, right? You know, what is it that you're saying when you know, I feel like I have this, I'm so frustrated on my computer, friends, because I have, how long should the magnets be? Amy, I already talked about that. I'll touch on it again. I'm frustrated because I don't have give me 1 second. I want to see if I can get this to work. Oh, my computer's shutting down. Yeah, something's going on with my computer. So I have a YouTube video that I have queued up to share here, but I can't access it now that I'm on my phone, so I'll share it after. But if you go to my YouTube channel and like go all the way to the bottom of my videos, there's a video on there called 5 Simple Steps to List Building or something like that, and I talk about the lead magnet and all the emails you should have and what your opt-in page should say, and I really go into detail there. But with that welcome email, you know, you want that quick, hey, so glad you're here, here's a lead magnet. And then what's that next email say? Right? How are you building and nurturing relationships? How are you letting people know how you can help them and continue to support them, right? So then you have your opt-in page, your email sequence, and then the next important thing is how you're continuing to nurture that relationship through the content you're creating. YouTube's, podcasts, Facebook Lives, workshops, more blogs, more social content. How are you continuing to nurture that relationship? So those three things are actually far, far more important than your lead magnet: the opt-in, the email sequence, and the continuing nurturing of the content. So much more important, because people are not necessarily here for the lead magnet, right? They're here for you and what you deliver. So Amy, to your question, how long should the lead magnets be? I talked about that. I believe that they should deliver that wow factor impact in like 15 minutes, 10 minutes or less. They should be very short and very brief. If anybody here has created a course, it would be very interesting for you to go and look at, like, let's say you have a 5-day mini course, go see the open rates on day 1 and the click-through rates versus day 2 versus day 3 versus day 4. You're going to see them drop off steadily, right? Because you get people's attention in that first moment and then a few days after, and then that's it. If you've not hooked them, if you've not delivered the wow factor, if you've not built that rapport and connection, you've lost them, right? And so you want it to be short, and then you want to really focus on how you're continuing to nurture that relationship. Okay, so I said the opt-in, the email, the consistent content. 80% of people are not going to open, but will still buy, and they're buying because of the relationship you build after. I'm going to try really quickly to see if I can get this open. Oh, come on, Facebook. Maybe you'll see 2 of me. Maybe you'll see 2 of me. Like, whoever gave me the like, thank you. My goodness. No, I can't connect. What happens? What do you think happens if I like close this down and go get the link? Let's see. Let's see what happens if I close this. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to attempt to go into the chat. Is this the chat? Yes. See, okay, amazing. There's the blog. See, this is what's really funny is having not been on a Facebook Live on my phone in so many years, it's all changed. Yay, I am here. Heather, could you hear me while I was gone, or was I just like gone? And I'm going to be just gone for just a second again. Okay, I'm here still. And here is the Facebook video, or sorry, the YouTube video. All right. Okay, I'm guessing that when I leave, now it's officially telling us broadcast has been paused. There we are. Okay, amazing. So I wasn't sure if I left the broadcast, if it would still continue to record me, but clearly it doesn't. But that's okay. So I've shared the two resources that I recommended, my blog and then also my YouTube video, to help you understand how to really craft a lead magnet that is engaging and compelling and effective, but more so how to really welcome people into your world and like nurture them and build that rapport and relationship. Now, now I wanted to say all the things. I talk a lot about creating a Facebook group and the things like this, why it's important to have a Facebook group. And it's because this way you have this container where you can gather all the cool people that you want to have in there and have this back and forth two-way communication. That's the when you were just communicating via email, it's like one way, right? It's just you talking to people. So the things I've showed you is how you can improve and have awesome one-way communication, but I also have tons of videos on my YouTube channel about how you can create really awesome Facebook groups to get that back and forth two-way communication going. Because the more that you're getting up close and personal with your PPC, your perfect potential customers, and building that relationship, the more you're going to get to know them and how to better serve them and create better content for them, and then obviously convert more customers in or strangers into customers, the better. We want to get you up close and personal with your PPC. So list building and content creation, it is so great for that one-sided communication where you're talking out. Your Facebook group is great for creating two-way conversation where you're talking with. So it's something to keep in mind. I got oodles of videos on my YouTube. So one of the things that I said I would do is, and I won't be able to do it right now because I can't even get, do you want to see? Like here, can I flip my camera? Like what even is happening? Like, what is this? Friends, what is this? I can't do anything. So I cannot have you share your opt-in pages. I would have loved to have seen your opt-in page or your lead magnet and give you some feedback. But what I can do is get you to share it here, and then I will shoot you off a video. I'll do like a video recording and then like an email and then send it to you. So I'll give you a quick review and quick tips. Joan, I have a lead magnet, a wiser woman's guide to transforming. Hang on a second. I gotta see more. See more, baby. Oh my gosh. There we go. A Wiser Woman's Guide to Transforming Emotional Eating on my website. I've had some traffic, but I think I need to look at the email sequence to see if it's taking care of those who've requested it. Okay. A Wiser Woman. So Joan, I would love for you to tell me like what you do and who your perfect customer is. Like who, and when I say what you do, like one sentence, right? So many things with errors, issues today. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is it just me or no? Like my whole, I feel like everything's running slower. So it's not just me, Amy. Is it like Mercury retrograde or what? Oh. Okay. So Joan, yeah, I want to hear, if you can, just give me your response. I know there's a bit of a delay. While I'm waiting for Joan to respond, I'm so excited. I just mapped out for the Easier Entrepreneurship System. I'm creating right now where I show people how to time block and how to, how to realistically time block based on how many hours you have to give to your business every week. And I just mapped out mine. And it's so cool to see, like, oh yeah, there's my week. It's so cool to see. I've never mapped it out for someone before. So I'm gonna have to share it. Amy, not for another 3 days. Mercury retrograde. Okay, so don't they say that there's like a 3 or 5 day buffer on each start and end? I'm blaming Mercury. Listen, I love Mercury retrograde. I get to blame everything on that. All right, Joan, I work with women to help them stop dieting, transform emotional eating, binge eating, so they can create a peaceful relationship with their food and bodies. Okay, so here's the thing with your lead magnet. You need to remember that it needs to make people feel good. Okay, so you don't want to make a lead magnet that's going to trigger anybody or make people feel ashamed or make people feel bad. So Joan, because you work in the world of eating disorders, emotional eating, there's probably inherently a lot of shame or guilt or embarrassment around that, and probably a lot of like hiding. And so you'll need to do this in a really careful way, because you're not going to want to trigger somebody, and you're not going to want them to feel bad about themselves, even though you're not making them feel bad. Just the nature of talking about it can make them feel bad. So you might want to focus really strongly on like the freedom element, or the permission or self-acceptance element, the permission, like the self-compassion, self-acceptance element of your lead magnet. And then I would love to see your website. Joan, throw your website in the comment for me, or your website and your opt-in page. And I think what I'll do is record a video, and if it's okay with you, I might actually share that video publicly in this event page here, so other folks can see it. That's the other thing I want to share is the lead magnet. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm going to look at that after, because obviously when I click on it, I disappear. The other thing I wanted to share with you too is the lead magnet love replay. So again, I can't do anything from here, but I will share it in the description after, in the comments after. But you can go right into the guides on our group here, and then into free workshops, and you'll find lead magnet love. I also go through how to do your lead magnet and your opt-in page, and then I review people's opt-in pages and lead magnets with them, and it is super beneficial. I think we do like 5 or 6 of them. It's super beneficial. So if you haven't gone and watched that replay, I recommend it, because it will for sure give you some things to think about, and how you can transform yours. Because here's what I want to say too, is that, you're all brilliant. You are all brilliant, and people absolutely want what you've got. A lot of times the barrier to them getting it is lack of clarity. They don't understand what it is that you do, or they don't understand how you can help them, right? And so it's really just about awesome copy. Like, it's really just about really good copywriting, and then having the correct RGAs, revenue generating activities behind the copy to like push you in front of the right people to say the right thing at the right time about the right subject matter, right? So it all comes down to copy. I love talking about copy. I'm trying to think if I have a YouTube. I know a lot of my YouTube videos include an element of copy in them, just because I tell you, like, give you suggestions on things to say or things to write. Okay, does anybody else want to share their lead magnet or their opt-in page? I'd love to see it. Throw it in the comments, and I will send you a video response. And if it's cool, I will share the video response in the event page here, so other people can get the benefit of the learning. All right, so I'm going to review one last time, and then I'm going to check off, because I'm actually hopping on a call with Kristen Westcott, who, if you haven't met Kristen yet, is flippin' brilliant. She's the person you call when your business is about ready to start scaling, and you're pulling your hair out, and you need some support for the behind the scenes things in the business that you do, so that you can not lose your mind as you scale. Okay, so the 5 points again. Number 1, who do you want on your email list? Number 2, why do they want to be on your email list? What's in it for them? Number 3, why do you want them on your email list? And if you can't yet say, because I want them to buy my brilliance, without giggling or getting a little flush, we got to work on that. All right, number 4, what is that first aha moment people have when they engage with you consistently, constantly complimenting you on this aha moment they have? Write that down. And then number 5, how can you deliver that aha moment in 15 minutes or less? And then once you get the answer to those 5 questions, number 6 is going to be to go create your lead magnet based on those 5 questions. Now you can select it. Remember that 80% of people that subscribe are never even going to open it, or even if they do, they're just going to scan it. It is more important that you have a great opt-in page with copy that's clear and relatable and engaging, that email welcome sequence to warm them up, and then continued consistent content that nurtures them and builds that know, like, trust factor. I put here in the description my blog and my YouTube video around around list building and lead magnets. I'm going to, when we're done here, go get the link for the Lead Magnet Love replay. And I'm also going to include a 15-minute link for a 15-minute call with me. So if you're feeling really stuck on your lead mag and you just want to quickly talk it out, we can hop on a quick call and I will absolutely say, okay, this, and this, go, go create it. I will help you come up with a lead magnet really quickly. If you want me to review your opt-in page and current lead magnet, please throw it in the comments below. I will send you a video email response. And if I have your permission, I will also share it here on this event page so that other folks can get the benefit of learning as well. Friends, I'm going to pop off. Thank you so much for sticking with me through all these technical difficulties and my super fast, flustered talking at the beginning till I could get myself back grounded because, technology. Have an amazing, amazing weekend. For those who already have your Radical Roadmap purchased, remember that we were meeting on Wednesday for our check-in, our live check-in on Zoom. If you haven't purchased your Radical Roadmap yet, you can absolutely go to my website and do that. I'll include the link as well. All right, friends, make it an amazing, amazing weekend. Have so much fun. I will talk to you all real soon. Okay, bye everyone.